I came out to the farm for dinner. It must be late in London, huh? Hold on. Emma wants to talk to you.
No, wait a minute. Angel and I met with the solicitors today, and I'm not sure what's going to happen with Noelle. But I meant what I said. I'm going to do everything I can for us. Please, just trust me.
Hey, Lisa. Well, hi. How's the college girl?
I'm telling you, sometimes it's just overwhelming. But if it wasn't for Larry McDermott, I don't know how I'd get through it. He's such a big help. You know, I was leaving today. He's playing with Katie.
Lisa? Oh, well, hi. I cannot tell you how happy I was when I came in and looked at the reservations and saw your names there.
Well, we heard Lila was singing tonight. How could we stay away?
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, now the pressure's on. I better get ready.
Good.
Oh, Nancy, have you seen Bob and Kim? You know, I invited them to come over and have dinner when they got back from England. And they haven't taken me up on it yet. Why don't you invite them tonight?
No, Lisa, not tonight.
Oh, why not?
Things are worse, I'm afraid.
Worse, in what way?
They've decided to separate.
You sure you and Bob can't join us?
Not tonight, Seth. Thank you.
Well, I hope we can all get together sometime before I have to leave.
Give my love to Lisa.
Sure.
Have a good time tonight.
We won't be late.
Okay. Kim, I know how hurt you've been by what's happened between Bob and Susan. But you've got to find a way to get past it. One thing I have learned since I lost Earl is how hard it is to be alone. You'll see. This world is made for couples.
Yeah, listen, thanks for coming by. I still don't know why Frank would say Julie's in Chicago.
Well, I believe her when she says that she's in New York.
Yeah, so do I, but why would she go to New York? Who does she know there?
I don't know, but maybe she could be looking for work because she was there over Thanksgiving with Tonio, modeling for Veronica Leathers.
Yeah, Tonio again. I just wish she would call.
Look, I told her she should, but she thinks she's never going to forgive her for what happened with Holden.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got her to promise that she'd call Lisa.
Yeah, appreciate it. Andy, there's something you should know. Last summer when Julie said she was going to visit her sick mom,
She wasn't there. She was in Seattle, I know.
Well, there's more. See, when she got off the flight, Tonio got off with her. It seems that they were both on the same flight back from New York.
Yeah, but I'm sure that she didn't go there with him because she hated his guts by then.
Well, maybe, but he might know why she was in New York.
Well, if he does, he's not going to tell you. Hey, I really got to go.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Caleb, if you do talk to her, it's not my place to say, but I hope that you won't be too hard on her because she's really hurting. I'll see you around.
I need to speak with Holden.
Oh, just a minute, Holden. I'm going to put Lily on. Now, listen, good luck tomorrow. You hear? Okay. Bye-bye.
Lily?
I just wanted to let you know that Henry Lang has moved his account from M&A to Walsh.
I don't believe it. Lucinda's up to her old tricks again.
Yes, and I read her the Riot Act, and I warned her against trying to manipulate you.
Don't worry about me. Are you okay?
Sure. I'm just worried about Noelle and Angel. And you, Holden.
Thanks. Just remember, I'm hoping to offer you a real future soon. Good night, Lily. Angel, I thought you'd gone to bed.
I can't sleep. I'm too scared. I'm scared to death that they're going to take Noelle away from me. Don't you understand? Well, you don't even care. You just want to sneak off and call Lily. That's all you want to do.
I called the farm. I didn't know Lily was going to be there. You really need to try and get some rest.
All right, could you come upstairs with me? Could you just hold me just tonight, please? Please, I need someone to hold me.
Angel, don't do this.
No, don't move. Let Bennett get it. It's only some pills that Dr. Whitehall is sending over for me to help me sleep, help me calm down. That's what you want, isn't it?
Mr. Lang is here.
Daddy? What are you doing here?
I'm here to help you through all this, Angel, since I know you can't count on your husband for anything.
Nancy then to talk to Kim, but she's just so drained she's not thinking rationally.
Of course, you know, we don't know how things have been for them. I don't think they would do something like this if they didn't feel it was necessary.
Well, with Susan coming back to town, I'm sure that does not help matters at all. Excuse me, please.
Sure.
Hello, Duncan. Welcome.
Hi,
Good
Lisa.
to see you.
I'd like you to meet Cynthia Landis. Cynthia will be coming on board at the Argus as my new executive assistant soon.
Oh.
Cynthia, this is Lisa Mitchell, owner of the Mona Lisa, and my partner at the
How do you
Argus.
do? I'm delighted to see you.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Mitchell. I'm really looking forward to learning about the news business.
Well, you will. Come over here. Sit right here. Where did you find such a lovely lady?
Oh, well, we met when I was doing some business with her present employer, Tony Reyes.
Oh.
Don't you think we're lucky to have someone with such an impressive background?
I do. Duncan, would you, may I have a word with you for a moment, please?
Excuse me.
You totally lost your mind. What in the world are you doing hiring someone who works for Tonio?
I'm hoping that Cynthia will be able to give me some information linking Tonio with Willa van Stenbeck.
No, that's a job for the authorities.
The authorities can't act without proof, and I'm going to do everything I can to see that they get it.
Incredible.
What, my ever-expanding waistline?
Well, yeah, that, but also the rest of you. You're more beautiful than ever.
I think love has completely blinded you, but it's okay. I like it that way. Oh, I wish I didn't have to go to New York.
Well, then don't. Let Ellie do the commentary.
Oh, I can't. I can't. My last show was a complete disaster there, and I've got to be there to introduce the new line. I've got to be there to meet the press and to get the exclusives.
You see, all that stuff, I don't like you worrying about all that stuff, all that stress with the baby due so soon, Barbara. And I really don't like the idea of your flying.
Honey, do you really think Dr. Samuels would let me if there was any kind of a risk? I got a letter for the airline, so I won't have to go through the x-ray machines. There's really no reason to worry so much.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Well, what I am worried about is you. I think maybe we should spend some time with Adam while I'm gone.
Tina, I can't believe the change in you, encouraging me to see my son.
Well, some people learn from their mistakes. And I will never again do anything that will come between us.
I love you for that.
Oh. Love you, too. Come on, let's go. Oh, and speaking of mistakes, why don't we call Paul and Emily and ask them to join us? Paul, honey, why are you packing down here?
Well, the bedroom's a little cramped, and I knew you'd need your room to get changed.
Really? What did I ever do to deserve such a terrific guy, huh?
I don't know. You know, I hate leaving you now.
Hey, it's only for a few days.
Yeah, but I was just kind of counting on us being in New York together. I don't know, staying on a couple of days after the show, enjoying some of the sights.
Oh, I'm disappointed, too.
Listen, I wasn't going to mention anything about this till I got back, but I was thinking of some plans for your birthday.
Oh?
Yeah, I thought we could take a little trip, just the two of us.
Paul, you and I have a lot of work to do, and the lumbar trial is coming up.
Well, I thought maybe a little trip to Paris.
Paris?
Yeah, Paris. I could charter a jet. We could get there for dinner. I don't know, have a nice night in the town. Watch the sun come up over the Seine, fly back. And you know, with the 6-hour time difference, we may be able to even make it back in time for work.
Isn't that a little expensive, Paul?
You're worth it.
Can you really do something like that?
Of course we can. We can do whatever we want.
God, that would be neat.
Well, I'll get on the plans right away.
You're the greatest.
Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, good.
Hello. Hi, Mom. Actually, we were just on our way out.
Don't you tell me that you're in love with him because you are not capable of accepting the responsibility of my son's love. And given your history in the love department, I think Paul's just a phase you're going through. And that gives you the power to hurt him more than he has ever been hurt before. And I will tell you something, Emily. I intend to do my considerable best to see that that never happens.
Emily, Mom and Hal want to know if we will join them for dinner. I think she's really coming around.
Okay, Mary Alice, I think that's about it. Except that I want to go through the new shooting schedule with you and Sally Horton. Yeah, I guess I'm going to sign up again. Oh, by the way, be sure and tell Sally that Tonio has agreed to put her under contract and give her a raise in salary. What do you think of that? I know, me too. Okay. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Mom!
I'm in the den. For heaven's sake. I didn't expect 2 visits from you all on the same day. Well, that's very nice. I'm not complaining, you understand.
Well, I just thought maybe,
You thought maybe I was here falling apart? I'm okay. I'm sorry. I was kind of rattled when you were here before. I wasn't making very much sense. I really didn't mean to worry you.
No. You weren't worrying me. I'm just concerned. So, where's Bob at?
Oh, at work, I suppose. I haven't heard from him.
Mom, is there any chance to change your mind about the separation?
No, darling. But it's not as if we're giving up. We're going to continue the counseling, and then maybe everything will just be better.
Mom, I never told you this, but Bob made a promise to me when I was in rehab. He promised that if I tried to stay sober, that he wouldn't give up until he made things right with you. Now, he told me today that he would do everything he could to keep that promise. This is kind of awkward to talk about with you. But if you think that Bob and Susan are still... I just know for a fact that it only happened once. I spoke to Susan when you were in England, and she feels very bad about hurting you. And I know she said that she would do anything if she could change what happened.
Honey, I think that Bob has feelings for Susan that run much deeper than he is willing to admit to himself or to anyone else. And I'm hoping that this separation will shock him so much that he's going to have to face up to those feelings and put them to rest once and for all. Otherwise, I don't see how we could ever rebuild our relationship. I have to know that this can never happen again. I just don't see how I could live through this a second time. I hope you haven't spent the whole day worrying about this.
No, I haven't. I was, Courtney, actually. She drove me out to the Snyder farm.
Oh, yeah? How come?
Because, I spoke to Julie on the phone, and I wanted to tell Caleb.
You still worry about Julie, don't you?
Well, Mom, you know, when you love someone, you don't just stop, no matter what they've done.
Well, I better call my mom and tell her I postponed my trip to
Why don't you
Waco.
call her in the parlor? You'll be more comfortable.
Okay, thanks.
Save some pie for you.
The whole family is wondering what you're going to do about Cal's proposal. Yes, and it's obvious that he loves you, and I know that you love him, so why don't you marry him?
Well, I wish there were a simple answer to that. You know, I have already had a wonderful, 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 wonderful marriage. I have.
Harvey?
Mm-hmm. Of course, after he died, things were a struggle. It's a struggle to keep the family together and to keep the farm going. But then, I don't know, in the last couple of years, my children have been able to help me. And I feel very, very lucky. You know, I really, really love this place. I was born here. My children are all grown up. I have good children. And they're all able to support themselves. I have a beautiful granddaughter.
Well, I still don't see what this has to do with you marrying Cal.
Well, marriage would be a big change for me. And I just really like things the way they are. I mean, unfashionable as it may sound, I'm really very, very, very content with my life, just the way it is.
What if you woke up one morning and Cal wasn't there? How content would you be?
Oh, well. There you go. Try as I may, you know, I can't run away from what's right for me. Just as you can't run away. You and Holden can't run away from what's right for the two of you.
Let me tell you something. If the problems that Holden and I faced were as simple as the ones that you were talking about, we would have been married by now. And that is the truth.
What's on your mind? You want to talk about it? Maybe I can help.
Yes, actually.
Here's a nice-looking young couple.
Well, I was just going to say the same thing about you. Hello, Mac.
Hi, how you doing?
All right.
Yeah. Gonna be in town long?
For a little while, I think.
Uh-huh. Well, I hope you can make it for our anniversary. We're planning a family celebration in our new house.
Yes, Mother told me you found a house. Congratulations.
We're terribly excited about it. Wouldn't you two like to join us for dinner?
Oh, I think they want to be alone, Nancy, and I can't blame them. I still hate sharing Nancy with anybody.
Well, I don't blame you.
All right. We'll be by later,
I'll see you later.
They almost restore my faith in marriage.
Almost?
That's what's troubling me. My parents are having problems. They're going to try a separation.
Lila!
Well, hi. How you doing? Didn't expect to see you here tonight.
Well, Julie might be calling Lisa, and I'm hoping to talk to her. Wait, excuse me. One second. Lisa.
Oh, hi.
Did Julie call?
No, darling. I haven't heard from her.
I'll be right back. I want to see what Cal and Caleb are doing here.
I think I'll take this opportunity to speak with Sabrina.
Antonio, we have more important things to do.
Fred, my respectability is important. What could be more respectable than an alliance with the Hughes? Good evening, Sabrina.
Hello?
May I have the honor of this dance?
Well, all right.
I thought we could discuss the schedule for my portrait sittings.
How did Tonio Reyes get to know Sabrina Hughes?
He's commissioned her to paint his portraits.
I hate to see a young woman like that with a scoundrel like Reyes. Can you say something to her, warn her that...
Well, I don't see how I could. It's difficult enough working out my 2 weeks' notice.
Well, you're probably right. I'm sorry.
I guess Emily told you that Julie called Cheryl, wants to see Pete and Jenny?
Yeah, she told me.
I'll talk to you later, Ken.
So, what exactly did Julie tell Cheryl?
I just told you. Julie's in Chicago, wants to see the kids. Cheryl told her she'd have to clear it with me. So Julie's going to get back to her.
Really? Well, Julie called Andy a couple of hours ago. She was in New York.
So she's lying. She probably doesn't want him running after her.
Somebody's lying here, Frank. But this time I don't think it's Julie. And you know, I've been wondering, if Julie needed money so bad, why didn't she cash that check you were supposed to give her?
Look, how should I know if you'd given me cash like I said?
Yeah, you'd have kept it.
You know, man, I've had enough of you. Why don't we just go outside and settle this?
This isn't going to settle anything. Come on.
won't solve anything by fighting. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna get back to Sabrina. Promise me you're not gonna do anything stupid. Excuse me, she came with me, and I'm cutting in.
All right, we'll finish our discussion another time.
Are you upset because I was dancing with Tonio?
No, it's not you. I got myself into a situation that I swore I never would. Playing daddy to my little brothers.
You mean Caleb?
I wish it were only Caleb. It's Holden, too.
Will there be anything else, sir?
No, thank you, Bennett. This was sufficient.
You may retire now, Bennett. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I would have called to let you know that I was coming, but some things came up at the office.
Oh, we already told you, Daddy, we don't need your help with this problem.
This is more than a problem, Angel. You're going to lose this little girl if I don't
But
do
Holden
something.
and I can handle it. Now, he dropped everything to come here and be with me. And I don't want you pressuring the Sheridans.
I'm going to talk to our solicitors first thing in the morning. They're the ones who are responsible for this stupid clause in the adoption agreement.
Blaming them won't help now, Henry.
You're right, for once. The only thing that's going to help is me buying off the Sheridans.
No, you mustn't have any contact with them. Don't you understand? The only way they will let us keep Noelle is if we can make them see how much we love her, that we can give her a good home.
We're going to talk about this in the morning. You're tired, sweetheart. And we should all get some sleep.
Where are you going to stay tonight?
Here. Well, I assume...
No, I think it would be much better if you spent the night at your club. Holden and I have a great deal to resolve, and I'm afraid your being here would just make things more difficult.
Well, if that's how you feel, I'll call my club.
I'll catch Bennett. He can order you a car.
You're not even a real husband to her, but still you've managed to turn her against me.
Look, Henry, I had nothing to do with her decision. But I do agree with her about Noelle. If you try to push the Sheridans, we'll lose her for sure.
And that's just what you're hoping for, isn't it? Make it all the easier for you to divorce Angel.
I don't want to lose Noelle. I love her.
You never loved anyone in your life except yourself, and possibly Lily Welsh, and we both know what that's done to my little girl.
I hear you canceled your contract with M&A. Signed with Welsh.
That's right. A simple business arrangement.
The hell it was. What did Lucinda offer you? She promised to help you keep Lily and me apart. Look, I know this is all part of a plan, so I'm going to tell you exactly what I told Lucinda. No one is ever going to keep Lily and me apart ever again. So give it up, Henry. Just give it up.
In everything that's bright and gay, I'll always think of you that way. I'll see you in the morning sun, and when the night is blue, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing
Thank you. Thank you. You've been wonderful. Thank you.
Johnson, I want to go over and see Tim. Now, do you promise me that you will not start a fight with Tonio?
Antonio Reyes is every bit as responsible. Julie doesn't need a reason, now does she?
Hey.
Andy?
How's it going?
Andy, how you doing,
I just
Andy?
spoke to Frank. He seems to think that Julie's lying about being in New York.
Yeah, he told me the same thing. Seth hadn't been there, I'd have decked him.
Well, at least somebody was using their common sense. I mean, beating up on Frank Wendell's not going to help to find Julie.
Yeah, New York's a big place. I wouldn't know where to start looking. The only person I know that might know something is Tonio.
Well, you asked him once, son. You know what happened.
I don't think he'd pull a gun on me this time.
Why don't you let me talk to him?
I'll go with you, sir.
No, I'm better off by myself. I'll be right back.
Good night.
Good night.
You know what you're going through, Duncan. I know that there's no magic words to take the pain away. But I can tell you that in time it lessens.
But at least you have little Kate. The living, breathing part of Casey. Shannon and I wanted to have children, but...
Look, Katie is a help. It helps me to think about what Casey would expect of me. Duncan, I think that Shannon would want you to accept what's happened. You take all those good memories, it gives you strength, you know, to get on with your life.
I'm trying to. It isn't easy. My Bonnie Lassie. My wife. Never had a chance to say goodbye to her, Lila.
Well, all I can tell you is what I told Caleb. Julie and I were on the same flight from New York. I don't know why she was there or who she was seeing.
Just another coincidence, huh?
Actually, yes, it was. You know, she's going to need money. She'll have to get work eventually. We could check with some of the modeling agencies in New York and see if she's turned up there. If we find out something, we'll let you know.
I'm just so worried about you taking this trip with the baby juicer.
Nancy, I'm fine. I really am. And you know, Paul's going to be with me and take good care of me.
I think Tonio may be right for once.
He acted like he really wanted to help.
But I don't trust him. I still think he's the reason that Julie ran off from Chicago.
Hey, you guys, how's it going? I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to talk to you tonight, but listen, Emily, you leveled with me about everything earlier, and I think it's great.
Thank you, Andy.
And he also told me that he's going to hate leaving you when he goes to New York tomorrow.
I would have called you, Cam, but I was so afraid you'd just say, oh, mind your own business.
Oh, don't be silly. Come on now. Have a seat. You know you're my best friend in the world. Why would I do that?
Thanks. It's very sweet. You and I have had some disagreements lately, and well, honey, I know you're under such a stress. Look, Kim, people get emotional, and they say things they don't mean. I know that. I do that.
Guess we all do. That's what happened to Bob, and to me. I guess we've just been so tense with one another, and we argue, and then we end up saying things to one another that I never thought we would say. That's why we both felt that living apart, just temporarily, would be maybe a good idea.
I don't see how that can help, though. If Bob moves out, then how are you going to communicate?
Well, for one thing, we're going to continue the counseling. Honey, don't you understand? Ever since he told me about Susan, he's been shocked and angry, disappointed. And I can't just accept his apology and kind of put the whole thing behind me. It takes more than that to build a marriage again. Anyway, I'm hoping the separation will help us both to be more objective and keep these negative feelings under control.
Darling, I don't know if you're aware of what you're really giving up. I have been living alone ever since I lost Earl. And I told you the other night that the world is made for couples. And tonight I heard Lila sing. And I was reminded of that again and again. And believe me, from now on, whenever you hear a love song, you are going to think about Bob.
Barbara, that letter, you're absolutely sure that you're allowed to fly, right?
Would I do anything to harm this baby? Okay.
You know, even so, maybe it'd be a better idea if you and Paul took the train back.
I thought you wanted me home as fast as I can get here.
You got me on that one. Well, maybe I should just take a look at Dr. Samuel's letter to put my mind at rest.
Honey, it's nothing but a standard letter that the airlines now require from the doctors of very pregnant women.
Okay.
Okay?
So my mind should be at rest.
Yes.
It is. It's at rest. Now, can we rest?
We can.
I can't call her this late. Lily, wherever you are, just know that I am doing everything I can for us. Please.
Boy, I'm not looking forward to the snow this year.
Geez, I haven't seen a real winter since I moved to Texas. These will be my first holidays at home since I was 17 years old. So I'm hoping for a white Christmas.
I think you came to the right place.
I want it to be very special this year.
Link, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I've been so down tonight.
Hey,
No, I'll lock up and I'll be right up.
sounds good. You know, I still wish you were coming to New York with me.
So do I. You know what? We are going to have all night to say goodbye. But I haven't been alone. Lisa and Andy both stopped by tonight. I hope you didn't cut your evening short just on my account.
Actually, Seth suggested something about going for a nightcap, but I wanted to make sure you were all right.
Well, now, I feel just fine, and I'd be a lot happier if I knew you were out having a good time.
You know, it's still early. Any suggestions? Someplace with music, maybe?
The lounge at the Lakeview Terrace is kind of nice.
That's right, good idea. How about it? Okay, I'll see if we can get a table.
Is Father working tonight?
I assume so. I've not heard from him.
Mother, I feel so badly about all this. I wish I knew how to
Now,
help.
listen, darling, I'm going to be just fine. And as far as my being alone tonight, actually, it would be a relief in a way. I mean, it'd give me a chance to have some time to myself. Think about things. And to try to understand what's happened.
I understand. I felt the same way after Colin left.
Got a table?
Oh, good. Go ahead. Have a good time.
All right. Thanks, Mother.
See you in the morning. All right, darling.
All right.
Night, Seth. Bob? Is that you?